Everyone, so today is Friday the 14th of June 2024. As you can hear, George is running. I've been using George all this week for work just to make sure that everything's going okay with the engine, which he runs well, he pulls well. It's a little bit of vibration, but that might just be down to, like we said, the engine mounts, because they are new, and someone did say they might cause that, but I don't think that really is that. I think it's just George did have enough rattles. Right, let's just pop the bonnet. We'll have a quick look underneath. Obviously he's already running. Just fire him up a couple of minutes ago while I was doing something else. So there he is, and yes, as you can see, there's wires all over the place, which, yes, I am in the process of getting rid of. Believe it or not, I've already got rid of a few, but yeah, they all need tidying up. Look at these here, look. Need cutting off, taping back, sorting out. These ones here, this one, blue one here, is what's going to my sender for the temperature gauge. This one here is going across to my fuse for my spotlights. Yeah, I've got to tidy that up as well. This one on the top here is to do with the key fob for isolating the battery. This red one here is going from the alternator directly up to the battery. That green and yellow one there beside it is going to the charge light. Obviously these ones here come from the coil. One is a live going to the coil, and the other one coming out is going to the distributor. So they're all there for a reason, but they all need tidying up. This brown one, which isn't doing anything, will be for my rev counter, which I haven't connected up yet because I need to finish off the wiring inside, and that's the least of my problems. This is loose because I'm toying with this. I've loosened that up because it was quite rattly, and I think since that's been loosened, that's not, so I might even remove that. I know some people say they have removed it. Right, the only problem I've got, if you look, I've got a little bit of oil down the side, which is coming from these covers here. We've got gaskets for those. And underneath, if we can see, there's a little bit of oil on the back of the sump, which I'm suspecting will be the sump gasket. So I've got all the gaskets, so we'll be doing them as well. The guy who's offered us a radiator, William, that should arrive today, this afternoon. Obviously I've been at work, so we'll get that fitted later on. There's loads and loads of little jobs I need to do to tidy George up on the bodywork. I've still got to remove this old regulator, it's possibly where them wires were going, but I just purely wanted to get George running and use him this week just to see how the engine was. And like I say, all's been good. Oh, these two on the top of the battery terminal, these two wires here, went through into the car for that heater I had, which I've ripped out anyway, so they can come out, and a general tidy up of wiring. But as with using it, and the weather this week again has been absolutely rubbish, I ain't had time to do anything. But the main thing is this engine is running fine and all is good. So there isn't really much else I can tell you about that, but I thought I'd mention the wires because I know people are saying, blimey, what a state. But all there for a reason, just to get him running for now, and they will all be tidied up eventually when I get round to it. There is some there what are not even needed. But hey ho, the main thing is, like I say, George is running fine. Right, let's get the drive home. The bonnet is down. There's loads of bodywork. I think I just said that. Obviously this door I meant to do last year and I never got round to it. This will probably be my next tackle here because the water's going inside. Should have put a bit of tape over it. And everywhere. I don't mind him looking rough. I mean, I don't even know what this paint is, I said before, but I'm not bothered too much about it, that look of it. But I don't like the big holes appearing. This door is all splitting along here, but it's all repairable and I can still use him. Underneath, yeah, he's had quite a few bits of welding done. He's not falling apart. He might look like he is, but he's all right. Good old George. Right, let's get him for me tea. Well, I've only got this camera. I didn't put my other one in because I've had problems with the sound on that. So I will be sorting that out as well. Pop this up here. Put my wipers down because they got stuck up. It's actually quite warm now. It's been raining again today, on and off, quite heavy. But at this moment, that'll probably just about dry all the roads, and then that'll come down again, as you guys know. Right, just going to shut the gate, and we'll do the short journey home. And I can tell you now, it's very warm in the car. The heat is bellowing out as well. At the minute, George is saying he's running about 70 degrees. But like I say, I don't believe that. When we do this radiator, I'm going to check with this pan of boiling water or whatever, and we'll just see how things go. What he's reading compared with another probe to see what the temperature actually is. Right, so it's only a short drive today. Like I said, about a mile. But as you can see, George is running really, really well. I'm really pleased with the way he runs. And with loosening that top engine sturdy, I've lost half the rattles. He was really, really rattly, but at the minute it's not too bad. I can live with this. Can notice the difference with the 1098 engine compared with the 950. I always said George pulled alright, but I can really notice the difference. This one, I haven't changed the carburetor needle or anything. It just seems to run. We'll tell over time. We'll whip them plugs out later. But it's all early days yet for George with this new engine. Well, the brakes are working okay. This clutch is lovely. That is so light. Loving it. Right, special thanks to everyone who's helped out. The guy who's given us the radiator, it's going to pay him for the postage, so that's good. Need to sort that out with him. Thanks, William. And as for a fuel tank, the guy who gave me the engine, who donated the engine for George, Craig, he's now come up and said he's got a fuel tank for us. So I'll be sorting that out with him in the next week or so. I think now the fuel has gone down a little bit, it's not leaking. As if you remember, when I broke down, I just filled George right up, down on the A14. And obviously we came back on the flatbed. And I think with him tipped up, sitting there, who knows. So I want to run him low anyway. According to the gauge, he's got about just over half a tank at the minute. And thanks to the people who have bought us a coffee. Thanks guys. That'll help for the postage, of course. And for the people who don't like it, then that's tough. Because like I discussed, people who haven't got anything good to say can just go. But it seems like enough of you are happy to stay, so it's all good. So thanks for watching everyone, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye for now.